welcome back to a look at your weather. We are looking at Tropical Storm Gordon. It is have that potential to become a Category 1 hurricane after making landfall. There were some reports that it was making landfall on the islands just south of Alabama, and it is making its way towards the border of Alabama and Mississippi, potentially making landfall here just any minute. With Tropical Storm Gordon, we are going to be seeing that southern part of Mississippi is going to be affected the most by this tropical storm. Seeing flash flood watches out there right now. We're going to be seeing high winds move through. Earlier, we did see some winds gusting up to 20 miles per hour, and we're going to see those potential even up to 40. Power outages are already starting to begin as well. We're going to see that much of the southern parts may be getting those power outages and maybe even the potential to see some brief tornadoes. The hurricane strength of winds are moving in here currently and will be getting stronger as we move through the rest of this forecast and into the evening. Right now, Gordon is just on this edge of the border of Mississippi and Alabama, as it is just south, going to be making landfall here just any moments now. We're seeing that these impacts for the Hattiesburg area is at a moderate risk, seeing that flooding is still going to be possible for the area. Those winds going to be moving on in, and then potential to see those isolated tornadoes for sure. Looking at this big look, you can see the eye is just current down here. When we zoom on and you'll see that, but there is just a lot of that wraparound, which is going to be affecting a lot of the areas to have that flash flood watch out right now. And then warnings are in effect right now for Alabama, as well as starting to move on in. Taking a closer look, this orange area is the hurricane warning. So the eye is just south right now, moving its way on. And as it makes landfall, that's when there's the potential for it to become a hurricane. Just for a short while, and then it does look like this blue area, this is where they're showing the tropical storm warning as it moves on in, and that's what we're going to be seeing in the Hattiesburg areas. We're already seeing showers moving through earlier with these bands, and then this is the band that we'll see move on in that's going to bring the heavier rainfall for our overnight hours, as this does make landfall here just shortly. Seeing that this flash flood is going to be until tomorrow evening. This is just a watch, and the warning could be put out here shortly as well. Seeing that rainfall could be from 3 to 6 inches, potentially even up to 12, as some of these reports have been showing. And then there's flooding roads is what we're going to be looking at as we see. If you do see a flooded road, make sure that you do turn around, don't drown, as we keep an eye on this. There's that tropical storm warning, which is that blue. Yet again, we're seeing those peak winds at 20 to 30 and then gusting to 40 and above. We'll see that rain is going to be flooding, and then there is somewhat favorable conditions to see some brief tornadoes. Nothing to F scale, but there is going to be that potential to see maybe those brief tornadoes come on through, especially with this marginal risk all day tomorrow. Again, going to be able to see those isolated tornadoes and brief heavy rainfalls that could be potentially up to more than 3 inches of rain yet again for tomorrow, as there's still going to be a lot of moisture behind Tropical Storm Gordon that's going to be bringing in these. Seeing that tornado is still at a moderate risk, seeing that the winds and the flooding is what's going to be the highest for our area as Tropical Storm Gordon does move on through. Yet again, this is just going to be briefly a hurricane as it moves on in, and then back to a tropical storm, then depreciating as it moves on off, as it is going to move northwest off into the states, and allowing just for a lot of that wraparound rain for us as we move through Wednesday and potentially even into Thursday as well, as this is going to have a lot of moisture, bringing in a lot of humidity, which is going to fuel a lot of these storms as we move through the next few days. Seeing that we are going to have those storms all the way through Thursday, and a quick look, just seeing that maybe some sunshine, but still potentials for some storms into the weekend.